Hey, Unknown here, and today PS5 Pro was finally revealed, and I gotta say this has to be one of the most disappointing reveals for a console. I've been on every single console like Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, PS3, and this is the one time where I feel like buying a console isn't worth it. Coming at a staggering £700 or $700. At this point with $700 or pounds, you can literally just buy a gaming PC that can probably just run just as well. So for $200 more, there's essentially three main things that is, a lot more better about the PS5 Pro than it is about the PS5. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the upgraded GPU. With the PS5 Pro, we are upgrading to a GPU that has 67% more compute units than the current PS5 console and 28% faster memory. Overall, this enables up to 45% faster rendering for gameplay, making the experience much more smoother. Then we also have the advanced ray tracing. We've added even more powerful ray tracing that provides more dynamic reflection and refraction of light. This allows the rays to be cast at double and at times triple the speeds of the current PS5 console. AI-driven upscaling. We're also introducing the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, and AI-driven upscaling that uses a machine learning based technology to improve sharp image clarity by adding an extraordinary amount of detail. After naming the big three, it literally doesn't really entice me to even go for a PS5 Pro, or anyone with a PS5 definitely shouldn't go for a PS5 Pro because it just makes no sense to buy it. The upgraded GPU allows you essentially to play any games that have 30 FPS on 60 without having to enable a performance mode. But even then, while I was searching up videos, stuff like that for the PS5 Pro, it's come out that even GTA 6 will probably have to run 30 FPS on the PS5 Pro, which is mind-blowing to think about, because if I'm willing to spend £700 or dollars on a console, that shit better run GTA 6 on 60 FPS, no excuses. And then you got the AI driven upscaling and advanced ray tracing, which I feel like no one really cares about except for very few amount of people. Like most people, when they sit down and load at the console, they're not thinking, oh, the ray tracing, oh, the AI driven upscaling makes my games look so good, but I get such high FPS. Like no one's thinking like that. They only care about playing on 4K or having an extremely high refresh rate to play games on to make the experience more smoother. And I think it makes sense for some games to have a fidelity performance mode because they're meant to be played in a certain specific way. But for console, I feel like there's so many things they could do. Like they should allow to change the graphics settings, make it a lot more customizable. I would say to make consoles a lot more like PCs. You already have like the Steam Deck and all these things, or the Steam app where it's basically just Steam but like more in a console way. And so I say again, it's like, why not just make like the consoles more into PCs, because then you allow your casual audience to plug and play, but you also have the more sweatier people. Let's say if they want to play some Black Ops 6 on 240 hertz on their PS5s, they should be able to do that. But hey, I don't know how consoles work. And right now PS5 doesn't have any competition because Xbox is just basically dead, so God knows. But if you're thinking about buying a PS5 Pro, don't. It's really not worth the money. There is no reason to go for a PS5 Pro right now over the PS5. If you're still gonna have to play 30 FPS on some games and enable a performance mode, you might as well just stay with the PS5. The graphics wise, like performance mode versus fidelity, isn't even like crazy bad. Like the difference is so small to the point where it's like you're not gonna notice it unless you're specifically staring at the grass or like at the walls or whatever. You're not gonna notice it. The console's meant to be the best value, the lowest cost possible to enter the world of gaming, but when you have no competition like Sony, it kind of gets to a point where you basically have a monopoly. So that's all I really have to say about the PS5 Pro. I just think it's garbage. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Please leave your comments. Do you think the PS5 Pro is worth it and why? Peace out.